Welcome back to my home. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about a family tradition that we have in our house, and it's called Pysanky Eggs. Now normally we would be going back to school on Monday, and we would probably have some fun Easter things that we would be doing this week in school. But since we now know that's not going to happen, I wanted to share something with you that we like to do, and I know that you at home probably have some fun things that you do as well for Easter time. I'm going to bet that some of you would like to decorate Easter eggs. Maybe you dye them different colors. I'm going to bet that some of you have Easter egg hunts, maybe with your family, maybe with Grandpa and Grandma. Some of you probably go to church on Easter Sunday. Maybe you have a special meal that you do. I bet some of you get Easter baskets. Maybe you have some chocolates that your family likes to eat and share. So let me show you something that we do with the Pysanky eggs. Pysanky means to write with wax. And so Victoria and I are doing this right now. We have a special tool that we use. It's called a Kriska. And this Kriska is used to dip in the wax. Now, if you decide that you want to make some Pysanky eggs of your own at home, you need to make sure Mom and Dad are close by, because as you can see right here, we have to use a candle for one of our tools to make these Pysanky eggs. So I'm taking my Kriska right now and I'm heating it up. I'm heating it up in the flame of the candle. And then I'm taking that little cup, that copper cup, and I'm dipping it into this beeswax. It's actually melting the beeswax and it's filling it, just like so. And if I don't think I have quite enough, I can heat it up again, just like this. Victoria's doing the same thing, and I can dip it in some more wax. Now I've already taken one of my farm eggs and I've drawn a design, the beginning of a design in pencil. That pencil will disappear once you start to cover it with wax. So I'm going to begin with my Kriska. All right, you guys, you know I have to put my glasses on so I can see a little closer. And I'm going to start covering my pencil with the wax. I'm kind of painting a picture with the wax. All right, so this is kind of what my design looks like right now. So I just kind of start at the top and make sure I've got some coming out. And as steady as I can, I just start to put wax on my lines like so. And then I dip it again. This little cup doesn't last for long with the wax. And then I just kind of go along my lines like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the fun is that it's handmade. And remember, tradition, as we've talked about before, is something that you pass on from generation to generation. And so this will probably be a keepsake, something that your mom and dad will want to keep around. Maybe something that you'll someday want to show to your families. Now these eggs are not blown out, which means that the yolk and stuff is still inside it. When we learned how to do these last year, they recommended that we didn't do that because it makes it too hard to dye them, and it makes it too hard for them to work with because they're fragile. So they showed us how to do it after you're done decorating it. So again, I'm taking my Kriska and I'm going over all my pencil lines that I made like so. When I'm finished with that part of it, then I can choose from all my different color dyes to decorate it. And the cool thing about Pysanky eggs is that you can dip it in dyes several. So the neat thing about Pysanky eggs is that you can dye your eggs in several different colors. Henry's panning in on some of the colors we have right there. Victoria has already dyed hers in blue with the start of her design, and now she's going over some wax again, and then she'll probably dye it in another color when she's done with that part of it. These are some eggs that we did last year. This was our first attempt in Pysanky eggs. So you can see we have the natural color of brown of the eggs, and then we did red and blue. And where you see this kind of creamy color, that's where the wax came off. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. We kind of did natural looking eggs. Here's another one. Here's one that was green. And again, this is a tannish egg because you can see that's what's revealed underneath it. And here's a blue egg with just a, I don't know, looks like some symbols that were on that one. You can even do them in black. Look at this black and blue one. Look at how pretty that looks too. All kinds of neat color combinations. These are just a couple different colors that we used. If you look right here, people that have been doing this a long, long time, way longer than I have, can make beautiful designs. And some of them are actually quite valuable. There's some examples here. And look at the ones here. Aren't they beautiful? But again, they don't have to be this fancy. All right, so I've dyed my egg one color already, the yellow. Now I'm going to dip it in this other color. I have my design on it. I'm not going to show what that design is yet. Remember I said you can do it in more than one color. So I'm going to let it soak in this green for a little bit. And then I'll show you how the magic of the design is revealed. All right, so the last step, that again, if you decide to do this at home, you want mom and dad to help you, is we're going to take off that wax the same way we put it on. We're going to use that candle, and I'm carefully holding it over there, and then I wipe it away. So that egg that I started making earlier, where I made the designs on it, I colored it purple, that natural egg, and see what's happening now? I'm taking the wax off and it's revealing that design that I started with. So we're about halfway done. You can see as I continue to wipe away, this is where the wax was revealing the color of egg that I started with. So here is that egg that I started with that special design on top. It was a natural brown farmer's egg for my chicken that I did this design, dipped it in purple, and voila, there you have my finished egg. And I have one more egg I want to show you, and that egg was one that, remember I did one in yellow and then green? I wonder what that represents. This is the egg I want to leave you with. Though my green color turned out kind of funny, I hope you will recognize that symbol right there. To all my fellow woodland eagles, I miss you all terribly. And I hope that maybe you'll share a little bit about some Easter traditions that your family has. I'm attaching with this video link, another video link of the story by Jan Brett called The Easter Egg. And I love Jan Brett's illustrations. I know we've heard lots of her stories before, like the mitten and the hat. And there's a great chicken one that I'm going to share with you later on, maybe in the month of May. But be sure to check out that book by Jan Brett. And then also I'm attaching, along with this video and the Jan Brett story, a sheet if you want to share with me an Easter tradition that your family celebrates. You can fill the sheet out, you can send me a picture, you can send me an email, whatever works for you guys. Until I see you again, take care and happy Easter. Bye-bye.